Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's me, Aaron Collins, and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's in their right mind, and hope everyone is safe. So, without further ado, let's get into the commentary. So, before I actually get into the commentary, I wanted to address a recent video I did about how another black man seemed to take issue with me getting a compliment. I saw in a comment that I think somebody misunderstood what I was saying. When I make these types of videos, first of all, I want to let it be known that I love my community. I love the black community, and I love the people in the community. What I'm trying to do is just point out the inerrancies and some of the issues that we have in our community with the intent to just remind us all that it's something we need to fix. We need to work on the issues in our community. We need to educate ourselves. And yes, I am aware that being on YouTube, that anyone could see these videos. Anyone that's outside the community can see them. I'm not trying to paint us in a bad light, in a bad picture. So if someone took it as me airing out our dirty laundry, that's not what I was trying to do. I just want us to do better as a people. I really do. I want us to learn to accept each other and to love each other, because it really is too much self-hate within our community, even amongst the members, even within our own immediate families. Can you believe that? But anyway, that's a disclaimer. I just wanted to put that out there. As you can see the title, what I really want to talk about is something that's actually the light at the end of the tunnel. This is something that I really want to encourage us. It's something that I experienced, something that I really did see, and like I said, I experienced it myself. So yesterday, I was in LA Live. I was just taking a walk, and I happened to come across this display that was like in the middle of LA Live. It was like directly right across from the crypto arena, and it was a display of a mock-up of an air taxi, something that's coming in the future, an air taxi. And I looked on the back of it. It was associated with the 28 Olympics. As you know, the 28 Olympics are going to be here in Los Angeles. And the air taxi, I was checking it out and wondering, okay, it's going to be a form of transportation. So while I was checking it out, I saw this young man come by, a young brother, a young black man come by. He was by the rope, that was actually separating the public from the model. And then I noticed that he had a tablet in his hand. I mean, I thought nothing of it. I mean, I thought because people carry their tablets and phones with them, just to either look at or maybe look at some videos, anything like that. But I noticed that he actually went under the rope and went over toward the aircraft. And then it dawned on me, oh, okay, he must be working with the aircraft. And sure enough, he was. He opened up the doors, and so people could check it out. There were some VIPs also there too. And he was just servicing the vehicle, probably running some diagnostics on it. I don't know. But after he came back on the other side of the rope, I had a chance to talk to him and talk to him about the craft and about the aircraft I'm talking about. It's a VTOL, which stands for vertical takeoff and landing. So bottom line, he was basically explaining to me that the company that he was working for, I'm not going to mention the name of the company, I'm not going to mention the guy's name. I believe it's probably just for safety reasons for now. But I will say he was a young black man. I was talking to him about it. He was saying basically they're getting these crafts ready for when the Olympics do come. It's going to be another form of transportation. An air taxi, basically a vertical takeoff and landing taxi, Basically, that's going to be able to go 15,000 feet in the air, and it's also capable of short distance flights. Basically, something like a taxi, but it's in the air. And it's basically, the concept is designed to deal with traffic, because as you know, one of the things that's real iconic here in LA is traffic. So this particular craft is going to be, they're going to be debuting them during the Olympics. But after the Olympics, these air taxis are said to actually be coming out to be as another mode of transportation. Wouldn't that be nice? I think that would be real nice. So anyway, back to the young man in particular who's actually working for him. I told him that I'm glad to see people looking like us that are working in this line of work, working in this field. And I wanted to encourage him, and I wanted to give him a compliment on that, because, you know, in fields of work that we see, like a lot of the tech type of fields or aerospace type of fields, you see those of the dominant society, or maybe Asians working in those particular fields. And don't get me wrong, because they do still dominate those fields and those types of professions. I was glad to see that somebody of his caliber, someone that looked like basically around like a next door neighbor type of brother that you would see in I don't necessarily want to use this terminology, but just to stay on context of what I'm talking about, it looked like a typical brother you would see in the hood. You know, there, I said it. I mean, I'm from the hood, and he looked like a brother that you would see there. You know, a regular brother that he wasn't wearing a suit. He wasn't wearing he wasn't wearing any penny loafer shoes, anything like that. He was like a dress down t-shirt type of brother, but he was working in that particular profession. And I just complimented him to say that I'm glad to see people look like us. You know, I'm talking about this persuasion doing that. And he thanked me for it. You know, he's appreciative of it. You know, he was telling me how he's been all over the world, you know, places like Dubai and London. I'm like, man, that's awesome, as well as other places in the States. But I just wanted to say this, that as a people, we can do anything we put our mind to. And once again, like I said when I first started this video, if there was any misunderstandings about what I was saying before, it was not meant to dehumanize or to air out our dirty laundry. I just want us to do better as a people. That's all I do. I love us. I really do. But let's just do better. I mean, let's work on our community. I mean, we can't blame other people for things that that we're also contributing to ourselves. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, that we can do anything. And I was glad to see this young man doing this. And wow, air taxis. I mean, y'all, it's the wave of the future. You know, it's a brave new world we're living in. So welcome to it. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, you know, we need to learn to embrace technology, myself included, embrace it more now than ever, because seeing him, images like what I saw with that brother, it's not an image that we see of enough when it comes to us, when it comes to the things that we do. Because as you know, a lot of stuff that we're always associated with, that people are used to seeing us doing, is either being an athlete or a rapper or a barber. And don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with either of these professions. Nothing wrong with them at all. These are beautiful professions, and we excel in them. But that's just to show that what he was doing in the aerospace, aircraft industry, that's something else we can also excel in. Anyway, yeah, y'all, I mean, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. I mean, am I saying something that's trying to put us in a good light? I mean, I really do. I mean so much well. I really do. But yeah, get in the comments. You know, tell me about it. You know, let's talk about this. And while you're at it, support the channel at paypal.me/TheRealAaronCollins, patreon.com/TheRealAaronCollins, and Cash App $TheRealAaronCollins. like I said, I really do want us to do better as a people. We are a great people. I do see us doing some great things. We're doing some things right now that's affecting the world that we live in. I mean, we invent trends. You know, people talk about the culture, but as far as I'm concerned, as black people, we are the culture. You know, we promote culture, we promote trends. Everything that happens in the world basically comes from our lead. So, and someone may look at this video and think I'm race baiting and what have you. No, that's not what I'm doing. But I'm just saying something, putting us as a people in a good light. I want us to. And then, you know, we have God on our side, it's even better. So to God be the glory at the end of the day. That's going to always be 100% what I'm going to be saying. Now, that's the whole purpose of me doing this. That's one of the reasons why I say what I say at the beginning of each video. You know, because I really am addressing worldly issues in a godly way. But you already know that. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I want to just put that out there. So if you're ever, if you're in LA during the Olympics in 28, and you happen to see one of those, you know, VTOLs I saw that I was talking about just now, you heard it from me first. Or you probably didn't hear it from me first. I don't know. Someone else might be talking about it. Either way, I just wanted to put that out there. So, everyone, you already know what it is. God loves you. I love you. Let's do life. See you in the next video.